each other to 411 on Who Drop Kick Tuesday.
But discrimination isn't always that obvious. It's sometimes more subtle, but in many ways more insidious. An institutionalized discrimination that's hidden behind a smiling face. Housing agents who say, well, there are no vacancies right now. That you just didn't qualify for the mortgage because your financial credit history wasn't good enough. Last year, the Federal Reserve Board found African Americans are denied credit for homes at twice the rate white Americans are. And it is pervasive. It's what we found in the banking case in Texas, SacuBank in Texas. Discrimination in lending, discrimination in rendering mortgages. The bank has agreed to change its practices, as you heard from the Assistant Secretary. The bank has also agreed to a $2.1 billion agreement where they'll make $2.1 billion available to families who are low and moderate income across the country for mortgages. About 15,000 low and moderate income people will now be able to buy their own home because of the settlement we announced today. $2.1 billion is by far the largest settlement ever rendered to the federal government to settle a fair housing case. And in closing, the message of today is clear. You've heard it from a number of us now. This is a nation of laws, and this administration will enforce the laws. We'll take questions at this time. Yes, sir.
So this company will end up loaning this money and presumably...
Well, $2.1 billion that would not have been available to families of low and moderate income, low and moderate income families across the country. About 15,000 families we estimate will get mortgages who would not have gotten mortgages otherwise. But aggressively to take a greater risk on these mortgages, yes. To give families mortgages who they would not have given otherwise, yes.
Get the loans at all. They wouldn't have...
They would not have qualified but for this affirmative action on the part of the bank, yes.
Minorities are represented in that low and moderate income group?
It is by income, and is it also by minorities? Yes. With the $2.1 billion lending that amount in mortgages, which will be a higher risk, and I'm sure there'll be a higher default rate on those mortgages than on the rest of the portfolio. That is the remedy that we sought, and the remedy that I would prefer, 15,000 families. This is of a scope so beyond anything that we've really done in the past. We had one settlement just a couple of weeks ago, which was part and parcel of this, which is in the range of about $1 billion. But after that, the closest settlement was $300,000, $400,000, $500,000. So this is of a scope that much surpasses anything we've done in the past.
There was the Community Reinvestment Act, or CRA, passed in 1977 during Jimmy Carter's first year in office. The law increased oversight of financial institutions to ensure that they were giving credit to low-income families.
We're going to make sure those banks do it and they don't discriminate. But the law went overboard. Institutions made loans they probably didn't want to make because they couldn't seem racist. It empowered these community groups who would then bully the banks. Acorn bullied the banks.
Indeed, Acorn, the Associations of Community Organizers for Reform Now, would before long come up with a new tactic, challenging a thrift merger in Illinois, claiming they didn't make the kind of loans that Acorn felt were required under the CRA. A young community organizer named Barack Obama worked closely with the Acorn activists behind the new strategy.
I've been a community organizer and helped design programs at the ground level.
And that strategy worked. Acorn prevailed in court, and soon credit standards were being lowered across the country. While at first Fannie actually resisted buying up some of those shaky mortgages, at the tail end of the Clinton administration, Fannie Mae was told to substantially increase the percentage of those mortgages in its portfolio.
Acorn's attorney was, well, you guessed it, Barack Obama.
I have a background as an attorney. I've represented affordable housing organizations that build affordable housing, something that's a major issue in the district.
Back in the 1990s, they used strong-arm tactics to force banks to give high-risk loans to low-income borrowers with bad credit.
Acorn uses militant tactics. They call it direct action. Sometimes Acorn will actually send people to a bank official's home. They'll scare him, they'll scare his kids, again, all in an effort to get the banks to make these bad loans.
You've gone back to Chicago and civic rights, civil rights.
Right. You know, I'm currently a practicing civil rights lawyer, which means that I get involved in a whole range of different issues that touch on issues of race.
We look at the subprime mortgage fiasco that's taking place today. Subprime lending started off as a good idea, helping Americans buy homes who previously couldn't afford to. Financial institutions created new financial instruments that could securitize these loans, slice them into finer and finer risk categories, and spread them out among investors and around the country as well as around the world. In theory, this should have allowed mortgage lending to be less risky and more diversified.
Who do you think is to blame for this current mortgage and credit crisis? Who do we see about that?
Well, I think there are a lot of folks who have to take some responsibility. The original idea was a good one, which was, let's see if we can distribute risk more broadly and make it easier to provide loans to people who otherwise might not be able to get them.
Now, up until then, Acorn has managed to fly below the radar, but their dangerous practices are coming back to haunt them and the rest of the country. The economic crisis facing the nation is due in large part to this disastrous decision by financial institutions Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac to buy up risky loans from small banks. But it's groups like Acorn that force those banks to give out those loans in the first place.
What do you think of the Acorn scandal, and how do you think it will affect the election?
The Acorn scandal is a big one. Acorn has received over $760 million in fees alone. This is what we know about, and there's a lot of stuff that's still kind of bubbling up to the surface. But here's an organization that essentially helped strong-arm a lot of banks into making loans to people who couldn't pay them off, so the so-called ninja loans, no income, no job, no assets. At the heart of what has kind of brought about the financial collapse is this rather unconventional idea that we would just loan money out if a person had a pulse.
8 years they had a chance the other side here to get this economy right. 8 years. And they're the ones that drove it into the ground and dares criticize when someone is turning it around so that we go in the right direction. 8 years. This didn't happen overnight when we start losing jobs. When President Bush left office, we were losing 750,000 jobs a month. What did they do? Nothing. Then you have President Obama come on board, started turning things around. And what do they do? Criticize. Criticize progress of creating jobs again. Criticize trying to create an opportunity for Americans to have good health care again. Criticize the fact that we are able to improve bridges and roads. Criticize the fact that we're going to be able to put more people to approve the money to help the unemployed. 8 years of driving the economy into the ground. 1 year. Obama had 1 year, President Obama, to make sure that we begin to restore America to the prosperity that we had 8 years prior to the Bush administration. Let's continue to move in the right direction.
On the question of political accountability, first you get the food out of the garbage can and you feed the animals, and then you go back to the garbage can. And guess what? You get you something to eat. That's it right there. This is Dr. Dryce. And guess what? I'm going to show you me eating. You see? This is it right here. I'm eating out of the garbage can as a homeless man, Dr. Philip Edward Dryce. You understand that? You have a real nice day. How you doing, Vivian Cook? Shirley Hunting, and Malcolm Smith, Councilman Comrie. How you feeling today? Good. Bye.
Hey! You got to pay back. Revenge. I'm mad. Got to get back. I need some get back. Pay back. Pay back. That's it.
Today is June 12, 2011. I'm going to have you listen to the audio voicemail of a detective calling from the Queens District Attorney's Office after they had tried for more than 2.5 months trying to capture me and to orchestrate some fake death threat to the congressman, and everybody's busted. This is showing you the evidence that I've got. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go call my voicemail and let's see what happens. Okay. This is the District Attorney's Office. This is the District Attorney's Office and the Congressman's office getting together trying to kill me.
You have one unheard message. First unheard message.
I don't want the unheard message.
Message skipped. First skipped message. Hi, Bobby.
Yeah, that's my mother calling.
Message skipped. First saved message.
Philip Drive. I'm Sia from the NYPD. Please give me a call when you get a chance. 718-765-4333. Thank you.
All right. He may be taking the hit for the District Attorney's Office as a sacrificial lamb. I can't let that happen. District Attorney, you are busted, Mr. Brown. You have command responsibility. For such a case to have gotten this far, this big, undercover cops playing homeless in the library, then you've got people going all over the Coliseum and the Coliseum Mall street, door-to-door merchants showing them my picture. You were hunting you a Negro, and you're trying to use Jim Crow laws to hunt you an immigrant on orders of the African American Congressman. Congratulations, you're busted. Bye. Dr. Joyce, I'm in downtown Jamaica. This is in front of the Coliseum. Let me go see one of my boys, the policeman over here. That's what I suspect. Oh, there, my boy, right here. What's happening? I'm good.
Long time no see and everything.
Yeah, man, I've been hiding out from the police.
Yeah, because they had you all around with papers as a wanted something. I don't know what happened.
They had me wanted in the paper.
Yeah.
They've been showing it around.
All these stores I had.
They went to every store.
They asked me why I know you and everything. I told them no, I've never seen you.
You're goddamn right. You know what I do? Now, have I been spending my money, my life, and everything helping everybody in this community?
Since I know you, since first time I saw you, you had that.
The screw, yeah, the Segway.
I met you.
That's got to be at least 5 years.
More than that.
Yo, man, they just destroyed my life. The congressman orchestrated a death threat against himself and had the DA's office hunting me. I got interviewed with the people from the library that they had undercover cops playing homeless. Even when I was homeless, did I ever look homeless? Love you, brother. Right. Thanks a lot, man. All right, you know, I know the boy. I said hi, but I got to run now. Thank you, brother. Love you, man. Thank you. Oh, yeah. That's the guy that was giving me food when I was homeless in the street, not looking bad. Yeah, that's him right there. That's him right there. All right, brother. All right, now, thanks. Bye. Okay, we're going to call Sergeant Garcia.
Oh, I think I know him.
Yeah?
He's a Marine guy, right?
I don't know. Yes, man. Speak to Sergeant Garcia.
He's not in the office right now.
He's not in the office? No. All right, this is Philip Dryce. He had been calling me and stuff. And I just want to let you guys know, I don't care what the congressman's office might have told you. I ain't no threat to nobody. Y'all sent a whole bunch of detectives all around the neighborhood, slandered my name. And I'm an ABA certified paralegal. I'm a forensic paralegal. And I ain't no threat to nobody. He might want to see that if he goes on the internet and take a look at the shows. Because whatever they...
I don't think he's looking for you in that respect. I think that, what tends to happen is sometimes you have individuals who may be concerned or whatnot, and then they call us, and it's our job to make an assessment on the situation. I think if they were seriously considering looking for you, they would have definitely went out there aggressively and found you. I think
y'all would have got me already, because I ain't turned off my phone.
I think what they have to do is, they have to make contact with you, so they can say that, hey, listen, we spoke to him in person, and he's fine.
Look, he scared the crap out of me, man. The detectives was looking for me. People been telling me all kinds of stuff. So look, I just want you to know I ain't no threat to the congressman at all. I even videotaped myself going by his office saying, hey, look, I ain't no threat to nobody. I exposed things about crookedness. My business lost $5 million. And these people did so much dirt to me, man. Y'all want to look at that? And if they file a false police report, that's a misdemeanor. They got to get arrested. That's what I'm trying to say.
Right.
Okay. All right, brother.
All right, hey, listen, you be safe out there, man. Enjoy the beautiful weather today.
Thank you, my friend. You too.
All right.
Okay, bye-bye. Well, it just looks like we got what we wanted on the internet. I'm white boy, right here on the 161st Street, across from the barber shop. Bro, I've been giving cigarettes away to black people in the neighborhood since I got here. That's the last one I got. I can't give you no more. White boy, what is this?
Don't film me, Dryce.
I'm not filming you. Just put your voice on. Because, no.
I don't want nothing to do with it.
No, all right then, what?
Don't film me. I don't want to be on YouTube.
You don't want to be on YouTube. Or do you look like you're on YouTube?
Can I just say...
Does it look like you're on YouTube?
Can I just say, Dryce, we thought you were dead. That's it.
Oh, fuck that. You're fucking with the politicians.
Yeah, we thought...
What? They nobody said... Do you see yourself there?
We thought the man got you, guys.
Them motherfuckers tried to kill my black ass.
Obama gonna come here and shoot your ass.
Put that away. All right, put it away.
We thought the man got you, Dryce.
Everybody, I'd like to introduce you guys to the judge. This is Mr. Gary DiLeonardo. Guess what? These guys got this law firm. He's got two partners. These guys don't know how to lose. This is the gentleman who was appointed guardian of my mother that has known me for more than 10 years, that knew me when I was director of the Greater New York Chamber of Commerce, and he knows that Philip Dreiss is an actual little phenom. I don't like to brag about myself, but Judge, I need a report. To your recollection, what did I do to New York City Housing Authority and Byron Metagakis at that trial?
You ran him around in circles.
Did I whoop them up?
Circles around.
Did I beat them up good?
All right.
And you also did meet my cousin, the nephew of the president. I came over here with my brother, signed the power of attorney, giving me all rights to do whatever I want with the deeds to the sugar plantation and the properties in Haiti, yes or no?
I remember meeting your cousin.
All right,
Okay.
so that's
All right.
it.
I gotta go.
You heard it. That's me with the judge. Okay? You see all this right here? You see? This is super dude. When I tell you something, the guy don't know how to lose, man. So y'all want a real lawyer? Call me up. I'll give you his phone number. Bye-bye. Hey, how you doing? You're a French product, aren't you, baby? What's your name? Lady Liberty? All right, Lady Liberty, let me tell you something. For the sake of my freedom, for the sake of my liberty, I must wage war. And I need soldiers, I need fighters. I can't do this alone. But I'm going in there alone, and all my soldiers are right here. All my soldiers are right here. There are no names, there are no faces. It's war material. I'm a war horse. I don't give a damn. If I'm too weak, shoot me. But it ain't going down like that. Why? I got an unlimited amount of soldiers. For my freedom and my liberty. For my freedom and my liberty. That torch will glow when you're conquered. Come on, soldiers. En allez, bataille, les morts, les morts, les morts, les morts, les morts, les morts. En bataille. It's a war against the city of New York. By Philip Edward Dreiss. My job is to bring the Bloomberg administration to accountability, and that Yiddish administration has got a legacy that says he's not as big and as great as he says he is. He's not as big and as great as some kind of big philanthropist, Yiddish philanthropist, that's going around selling the world. Well, you know, since I'm a Yiddish guy, it's okay to railroad niggas and spicks. Come on now, Mayor Bloomberg. I love you. That's why I don't want you to do this to me. How you going to send me your regards at my eviction and you didn't count my soldiers? You gotta see what kind of fight you got on your hands there, buddy. These are all my soldiers. And we're gonna fight. And we'll see you in New York State Supreme Court. The only problem is, you'll only see me. The rest of them will be invisible. Under the command and control of the voodoo doctor. Hey, how you doing? How you doing? Bye-bye. Hi there, how you doing? It's March 28, 2012, and guess where I'm at? I'm home. I'm the guy, a Haitian guy, that was murdered. My life destroyed, murdered, slaughtered by the Bloomberg administration, the Yiddish administration of Michael R. Bloomberg, who's looking to go down in the history as some big Yiddish god that conquered and all this bullshit. Hi, Mom. How you doing, baby? Get all your friends. We're going to war. Combat. It's time to fucking fight. And bring all these motherfuckers to court and kick their fucking ass. Because we have the summons and complaint. It's ready. It's ready. Full. Now it's time to fight. I might die because of what I'm doing and what I'm saying. I don't give a fuck. I'm the one. I'm that one. That one. That one that won't take your shit. You told Marshal Edward Guider, badge number 14, out of Corona, New York, to give me your regards at an eviction mail, Bloomberg. That ties you to me in this case. You want to tell Dr. Fuchs-Fils-Aimé, oh, do you know Dr. Phil Trice? You had my number, why didn't you call me? We could have settled this. But you don't want to be reasonable. You want to be known as a big Yiddish. I'm so happy on March 21st, 2012, when I'm showing people that I'm doing a test marketing of this. I'm walking around all over the neighborhood, everywhere I go, to show everybody what I got on Michael R. Bloomberg, plus the litigation that says I got his punk behind That's going to do what the frick I tell him when I tell him how I tell him, because I'm prosecuting his punk behind. That's right. Prosecutor's punk behind. I ain't in the freaking project no more. I spent 2 months, 2 years in homelessness. It was absolutely beautiful. Living on the beach. Looking at the tips of the Nazi cross.
I did. And
This right here, people.
What you did didn't get me nothing.
That's the office of Congressman Meeks and every other elected official who retaliated against me, obstructed justice on redlining, diversion of federal funds, suborning perjury. Listen to what Ida Smith, the special assistant of Congressman Gregory W. Meeks, say about her bosses. Listen.
You've been watching me for years. You've been watching me for years. You know I'm not crazy, and you know what I got. If it ever gets exposed, everybody's screwed.
I haven't exposed anything.
That's what the problem is. I needed you to.
No, I could not do what I was told I couldn't do.
Oh, you hear that? I could not do what I was told I could not do. That's what she said. Listen to some more.
You were, okay. Mommy, you know what?
I got you, baby.
Then I was right about you, and I was.
I told you from the jump what was going to happen. I told you that they were not going to read it. And that's why you...
But they tampered with the evidence by sending to... You mean to tell me your congressional couriers and Kim Fuller comes to New York City to pick up evidence to send to the FBI and there's no log?
If I got him, okay, but anyway, the exact same thing are the court papers for my appellate court case, so it's not lost. I just wanted your copy so that I can show that I submitted this, that it was supposed to be for the White House, and it never was sent there through your office, and it was your superiors that contained it. That's obstruction of justice. Because with the evidence that you got, that you read, and you concluded that Knights is conducting a form of redlining, only you can say that, not me.
But you said it, and I agree. I didn't put words in your mouth. I never said it. I said I agreed with you. It was a form of it.
Okay.
Don't say that I said that, because I didn't say it.
All right.
You did what you did anyway.
Then what it said is, then what it's to say is that the office of Congressman Meeks agrees with the evidence, which is what we said from the beginning, that from the look of the evidence, not what I said, it's what the evidence says. NYCHA is conducting a form of redlining. No. Right. Well, then somebody's supposed to do something after I lost all this. After I lost all this. Don't you want to help me get my money? That's the only way I'm going to get a pretty woman.
Well. I saw it off of celibacy 10 years ago. I don't need no pretty woman. I don't need nothing in the United States but justice. So I can go home to Canada, to Quebec province. I can stay there and live out my days the rest of my life and never go nowhere else. I'll be happy. America is not the have-all, it's not the big-all, it's not the everything. You Negroes are stuck here because you can't speak no other language, you've got no other skills that can be used in other countries. You think this is the Holy Grail. This is a piece of shit if you're a black Negro in America. Well, y'all put me down here, took all my money, took all my fame, all my glory, all my shit, killed my business, destroyed me. And I look around and I see you've got tens of millions like this, and they eating this shit, and they don't rebel and freaking revolt. You're dumb and you're freaking stupid. You see my rebellion, my revolting, it's right there in your freaking face on freaking YouTube and a daggone courthouse. Have a nice freaking day. Bye. It's 8 o'clock at night. I'm at Highland Care Nursing Home. I came to say goodbye to Mrs. Green because by the time they figure out I did all this videotaping, people being neglected, warehoused in here, I'll never be let back in here. But if you die before I do, tell God not to forgive Congressman Meeks, not to forgive New York State Senator Huntley, not to forgive New York State Senator Malcolm Smith. Vivian Cook has cancer. She's going to die real soon, 3, 4, 5 years, whatever it is. She should live very long so she can suffer a long time. New York City Councilman Leroy Comrie rants her for an abomination. This is Sunday night, 8 o'clock at night, and these are the people. Look at this. Look at that. Look at that. And she's right there. That's Mrs. Green. Hooked up to a machine, being fed these liquid supplements. And this is the warehousing of these old people for $140,000 a year. I can't. Mrs. Green, the reason why my life got destroyed was because I saved your life. I protected you about the $20,848,000 left by Hosea Mitchell, who lives in apartment 10K at Shelton House, New York City Housing Authority. Somebody help me out here, man. My life's been destroyed, everything. You hear these people yelling in here? This is the woman that was thought to be dead. She's not dead. She's not dead. She's right here. She's right here at Highland Care, and that's her roommate. Okay? She is not dead. Mrs. Green did not die. I've been coming here for years. I kept a secret. I knew all this. I told everybody where she was, but they covered it up. The District Attorney's Office, Creedmoor Psychiatric, Human Resource Administration, Adult Protective Services. Everybody covered this up. And the District Attorney knows because I charmed Bianca into giving her the thing to go to my website, and the DA calling me, wanting me to come in there so they can arrest me and abuse me. Not going to happen. They come and get me, they can come and get me. But you better have a search warrant, you better have an arrest warrant. That's all I know. This is the victim of a Nazi copycat crime that Mayor Michael R. Bloomberg covered up. What can I tell you? This is what they look like when they're in a nursing home, dying. And they're just an economy being warehoused because they put them out of their house in public housing so they can harvest the apartments, and they dump them in a nursing home. And when they go to the hospital visiting nurse service, social workers get money when they refer them to certain nursing homes. Go ahead. He can vomit and choke on his own puke. He vomits, he chokes, and dies on his own puke. That's what I'm talking about. He vomits and chokes on his own puke. When's that going to happen? Go ahead. Go ahead. That's what I exposed in order to get people to do their damn job. That's what I exposed in order to get people to do their damn job. I'll never see these people again in life because I am the housing. Je suis français. Mon nom est Philippe Edouardis. I'm French. I'm a French green card guy. My name is Dr. Philippe Edouardis. I'm a veteran, and I'm a green card guy. Is that okay? Because the African Americans in the offices of those elected officials have been marginalizing immigrants. And I'm about to prove it in court. And they even betrayed their own African Americans. Those are the facts, and those facts are irrefutable. Just a French green card guy. There you go. Hello, everybody. This is Dr. Phil Dreiss and Robert Huntley. We're here with two homeless guys, but guess what? We haven't given up. We're not freaking failures. We're people. We're human.
Senator of Shirley Huntley. State Senator, New York State Senator Shirley Huntley. So I love my mother, and 113th with a crooked cop motherfucker that ruined my life, and you know, and a stink pussy fucking bitch, you know, along with that, you know, that pretty much I loved her, she knew that, and I don't see how she cannot help me at this point in my life. And my mother has pretty much not turned her full back on me, but has let me have it, you know, really, you know, to a sense that it's my fault that of my health condition, because I drove her into a nervous condition, and that's all bullshit. I love my mother from the bottom of my heart. I love Deputy Inspector Tommy Lawless, who died, Mommy's right-hand friend and PD, and Deputy Inspector Philip Erickson. And, you know, I have let 113th and 103 off the hook with whatever I feel.
Show them the bruises on you.
They have ruined me.
Show the bruises on you got when you went over there and your brother beat you up. This is right here. This is State Senator Huntley's son, Robert Huntley. He was beat up by his brother, who's a New York NYPD, and told not to come back home again. That's betrayal. That's treason. There's no sense for this. That's treason. But we're two homeless guys. We're buddies. And guess what? We're going to fight the fight.
I've been homeless for the last 20 motherfucking years, where I thought I was like a white, black Jimi Hendrix, you know, where, you know, the guitar on my back and whatnot. But at this point in time, I'm 54 fucking years old. And this is bullshit.
And today's Sunday, September 26th.
Yes, it is.
And it's right now 7:40.
As far as Mayor Bloomberg is concerned, the New York Senate, the Congressional Committee is all full of shit. Because me and this man have legitimate evidence and what have you, and I have sued PD and fucking won. But this is bullshit, goddamn it. This is what the fuck it is, you know, goddamn it. And, you know, through any righteousness through God that sent his only begotten son down here to fuck with his denomination, his abomination of making this motherfucker and then turning his goddamn back on it. It's fucking bullshit. Why the hell did his only son begot son have to come down here and fuck with this and be tortured by goddamn fucking
Before we run out of
Jews?
time, Robert. Now, when I gave you that flyer, you saw your mother's name on it. You called her.
Yes, I did.
And then when you talked to her and you asked her, was I the guy that supposedly put the death threat or anything crazy like that?
No, you were not. No, Ma denied that. It was not Dr. Philip Dreiss. It was
somebody else. I have nothing to do with anything like that.
Who had state police and a local 113th cop who held my hand one night. I was going to alcohol withdrawal. Another nice-looking balding cop. Yeah, who I talked about like dogs, that precinct. But yeah, they did ruin my fucking life, along with that stink fucking cunt hoe, Chantel Prasad Dubra. And she is full of shit, you know.
Now, when you spoke to her, she knew about this case about New York City Housing Authority and all that nonsense with me.
She knew about it. She knew about it 100%, but her aides were handling the case, at which point they did not let my mother in on what's happening.
And now
they intercepted this man's legitimate information through aid, you know, like all politicians go. Not all politicians get their mails read and received by aides and do whatever the fuck they want with it. God damn it.
And
Kiss my fucking ass.
Brother, we done here, man. I'm going to go ahead and go to my mom's house in Howard Beach, and my mom going to give me some money. I got my bedroll right here. Everybody can see. This is the bedroll. This is what I sleep on. Robert, I swear to God, I got another.
I want to bring that up on internet. What?
It's on the flyer I gave you. I got another one to give you. Here, take another flyer, but I can show you. We can sleep on the beach. I got another sleeping bag. I help you. Here, it's right here on the internet. Right here on this flyer. Right here, brother. The way you was talking about so good about your mother until I heard her until you and her started talking, that's not nice. Come on, man. The guy needs help. I was a drug and alcohol counselor. Jesus Christ. This guy needs help, folks.
What is it?
www.youtube.com. youtube.com. YOUTUBE. Phil Dryce 1. I'll write it down. Don't worry, Robert. I'll write it.
I got it.
Okay.
www.phil.
What
the fuck is with this?
No, you protect it. Just cross that off. PHILDRICE. DRRICE. Okay, go to YouTube and put PHILDRICE.
Yeah, right there. Come on.
All right, bet. All right, we're done here. Personal log out on Sunday. We right. Today's the 15th of November, 2011. I'm here with Nick, the Real American. And I had the interview with Ernest and Eddie across the street right there. And I just want to ask Nick, what does he think about me and this fight for black people and their rights in public housing? And how they just slammed me. What's the problem here, Nick?
I don't know, Phil, but the way I see, I'm a little bit busy right now. I've been trying to assess the situation, and comes down to one thing, Phil.
What?
You're the whitest black man I ever met.
What?
You heard me.
Pow! What the fuck? What do you mean? A white man trapped in a black man's body?
You're a white man trapped in a black man's body. Holla.
This is your Floyd Flake Garage, a charity case no more, and he had it as a partner with Congressman Meeks, and they owe millions of dollars. Bye. Hi there. Supplemental log. December 12, 2010. I'm about to call Washington, D.C. to talk to Kim Ford to find out what happened to the bodies of evidence that I gave to the Congressman's office, to Ida Smith, that was taken by Kim Ford to D.C., was never recorded. It's been getting contained. These are part of my allegation of obstruction of justice. Let's listen. Yes, Congressman Meeks' office? Yes, may I speak to Kim Fuller, please?
She actually stepped out.
Okay.
Do you mind calling her back in about 20 minutes?
Yeah, what's your name?
Ashley.
Ashley? Hi, Ashley. My name is Philip Dryce. She picked up 2 books from Ida Smith some time ago that was supposed to go to the White House. That nobody seems to know where they are to give it back to me, because you didn't send it to the White House. I never got a letter saying that you got it, and I got a letter from the Justice Department, and for 6 months your office has been stealing my stuff or not giving me my stuff, and nobody's talking, and everybody saying I'm crazy, all kinds of stuff. Ashley, I need some help here, okay? So please let me give you my number. Ask him to call me, call Ida Smith, because y'all got to fix this problem. Or, I don't know, I guess, the Justice Department is going to have to get involved and find out who has been taking evidence from the Congressman's office, whether there was a burglary, something happened, and we have evidence that's missing. I need to get that back so I can send it to the White House with the Justice Department referral number. And your office has had it for over a year. You didn't do nothing with it, and you ain't responsible. This ain't you, baby. Whoever your bosses are, with Sophia King out because she's pregnant, she's the one that tried to say I was some kind of threat to the Congressman, because I said I was in the Special Forces and I went to fight for your country. And then she, doing all kinds of stuff to try to make me look and sound crazy. Somebody even told me when I played Lawrence Sterling, yeah, I'm calling, you ain't big enough, blah. Oh, Joyce, he's crazy. That can kill my life. Okay? Please tell her it's very important. Let me give you my number. Okay, Ashley? My number is 347-685-2860. I just need my stuff back, get it out of your hands, and I'll leave you all alone. I don't want no problems. I ain't no threat to nobody. My life's been destroyed, and somebody And it's been other people. Y'all didn't do that. So that's what I'm saying. Just let me get my stuff and let me take it to the Justice Department and show them what New York City Housing Authority did. Y'all don't want to get involved? You know, whatever. You know, y'all had evidence for years. Y'all, man, but your offices, people in your office have been saying bad things about me, and I'm not crazy. I'm a great guy. I don't get it. You get my point? Okay, thank you, Ashley. You got my number? Could you want my number again? I thank you so very much. Please tell her it's urgent. I can't wait. Too long. This has been taking too long. 5 years out of my life. 3.5 years with your office. And Ida Smith, they keep sending, I got a mama, but I came to your offices to give evidence. I didn't come to make friends, turn black because I'm from Haiti and I need to be African American. I don't need nothing but justice. You got evidence that's criminal behavior, diverting of funds, eliminating people that are remaining family members in public housing, all kinds of stuff, crimes like that. I'm a competent investigator. I really got a doctorate degree, an associate's, a bachelor's, master's, and I'm really related to 3 presidents of my country. I don't want to be no poor black ghetto Negro and I come to y'all sucking up to y'all like your gods. I mean your bosses, that is. You get my point?
Yeah.
Thank you, Ashley. I appreciate you, baby. Thank you. Okay, bye-bye. What? 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 I'm going to get Ida Smith like that next. Watch me. Bye-bye. This is Washington, D.C. calling. Damn, I missed the call. Let me call him right back. Yeah. It should be Kim Fuller. Hello? Hello? I gotta call him back and get this on camera. I gotta get this on camera.
You have reached a non-speaking number at the U.S. House of Representatives. G3B.
You see this? This is a number that just called me. Okay? Watch this. Now, I'm going to call Washington, D.C. I'm going to call the Congressman's office, find out what's going on here. This is crazy. See? If I didn't have this, no one believe me. Okay? Meeks, D.C. Meeks, D.C. Contacts. Meeks, D.C. Meeks, D.C. I'm low on battery power. I don't want this to die on me. Let's put it on speakerphone. Yeah, is this Ashley?
Yes.
Hi, Ashley. Somebody just called me from D.C. and I called back the number and it said it was a non-working number.
Okay, hold on a second.
For Kim Fuller?
Mr. Drive?
Yes, Miss Fuller?
Yes, it's Kim.
Hi, Kim.
How are you?
I'm fine. The 2 bodies of evidence that was supposed to go to the White House.
I don't know where the other one was, but I took one book and I sent it to the Justice Department. And the letter said, please see the attached from a constituent in our district.
But I never got, I need a copy of that letter who you sent it to, and I need the other book.
Well, I don't know where it is, because I got one book, Mr. Drive.
I understand. I'm not blaming you. But, Kim, don't you see this looks really bad?
You blame me, though, because you keep sending emails that are offensive, that talk about the staff in a derogatory way, and that's not.
Look, but my dear, what your staff? Listen, it was your young lady when I said I was going Sterling said I was crazy. You're the one's been talking bad about me behind my back, and I've got to find a way of She did say it to me.
Yes, and she should not have said that. But then you.
She should not have said that, okay? But then I'm telling you, you can't blame it all on me.
Mr. Drive, this office is busy, and you are a constituent that needs to be served, and we're doing the best that we can. But you have to stop playing with. I mean, this is not a joke. You can't be playing with people.
I'm not. Listen to me.
Wait a minute.
You know my life.
That you send out. Wait a minute. Let me
Yes,
finish.
ma'am. Go ahead.
The emails that you send out are not productive. They are offensive, and we're going to still. My chief of staff has instructed everyone to start sending them to the FBI, which I know that you are not harmful, but it is annoying. And
Okay.
I need to tell you, you need to stop doing that.
Okay.
If you need
I
help,
promise.
be very clear in what you need and ask for it and be done with the thing.
Okay. How come? Yes, ma'am. I apologize. Let me say this. Why didn't I get a letter about what you're sent to the Justice Department or the FBI?
Because nothing will. All I sent the letter. I don't remember what date it was, or I would recreate the letter for you, Mr. Drive.
Okay.
I sent the letter, and didn't you tell my coworker that you got a correspondence from the Justice Department this morning?
Yes, but it because it was a referral for what I sent to the White House. Nobody contacted me that your office ever did anything.
Well, did what? We sent the information that you sent to the Justice Department, sir.
Well, those books were addressed to the White House, and I wanted them to go to the White House and specifically to the Urban Affairs.
Then you should have instructed us to send it to the White House, which you did not do.
I did. It's on the cover. It's on the cover, Kim. It said to the White House.
The copy of the book that I have was said, please send to the Justice Department, which is what we did.
Then I don't know what
So,
you're.
first of all, Mr. Drive, the book itself was not clear. You need, if you want a response from the Justice Department or the White House, you need to send a letter that includes the details, and that's it.
Did you get the letter?
Well, they're not going to respond.
Okay.
It looks like a ranting.
All right. Did you receive a letter that or of what the Justice Department sent to me about what I sent to the White House?
I did not.
I'll email it to you. Don't. Oh, Ida Smith has it. How's that? You can get it from her.
All right, I'll ask her.
Y'all had this letter for 6 months, and no one's that. Why you think the letter from the Justice?
Mr. Drive, the casework is done from the district office, and you know that. I'm going to call Ida and find out what it is that we need to do so we can be done with this thing already.
Thank you very much.
I asked you again.
That's it. You don't have to worry. No more emails. Not to you. Not to none of you politicians. Okay? I thank you, Kim. Bye-bye. We got